Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Nature never fails to astound us. These oddities in the animal kingdom may appear to be urban legends, yet they all occurred and left real-life scientists baffled. Here are 15 unusual animal phenomena that have occurred on Earth. Headless chicken. In 1945, farmer Lloyd Olson brought one of his many chickens to the chopping block for preparing dinner. After it was decapitated, something strange happened. The headless chicken, later called Mike by the family, wandered over the property and resisted being made into the Olson supper. The Olsons discovered that by inserting an eyedropper into Mike's neck hole, they could still feed him. Scientists at the University of Utah, who analyzed Mike, discovered that Olson just missed Mike's brain stem, allowing him to move even after his decapitation. Unfortunately, it died when he began to choke on a kernel of corn. But some headless chicken are still found wandering fields. Cocoon trees. In 2010, Pakistani cities and villages had 10 years' worth of rainfall in less than a week, completely wrecking the impacted areas. As a result of the floods in parts of Pakistan, millions of spiders crawled up into trees to survive the rising floodwaters. Those spiders have woven gigantic webs around trees, transforming them into creepy cocoons. Though pretty rare, another such occurrence was found in Australia recently, where spiders weaved huge web blankets on bushlands of the country, after heavy rains in an attempt to save themselves from wet grounds. Exploding toads. Toads frequently inflate themselves to appear larger to predators, although they rarely burst. But in April 2005 in Hamburg, Germany, hundreds of frogs tore apart over a few days, strewing small toad fragments up to a meter around. A veterinarian named Dr. Frank Muchman from Berlin proposed a theory for the sudden explosions of the toads. A swarm of crows had just settled in sections of Hamburg and had acquired a taste for the liver of toads. The crows would come down, insert their beaks into the toads' bodies, and remove their livers before they knew what had occurred. The toads would immediately inflate themselves up to scare the predator away, but the force would push their inner parts to the outside, exploding the toad into bits due to the holes the crows had cut in their skin. Raining birds. Locals in a tiny town in Arkansas, USA, were going about their everyday routines when something strange occurred. It began to rain ravens. Obviously, there were dead ravens, though it was raining birds. This occurred in the early hours of New Year's Day, 2012, when it rained over 5,000 dead blackbirds. What is the weirdest part of this? It wasn't the first time it had happened. It was the second time. We don't know if that happened again after then, but if it did, we're curious how the locals would react. Monarch butterfly migration. While animal migration in general remains a mystery, the monarch butterfly's migration behavior is particularly fascinating. The study of this vividly colored orange and black creature's migrations has resulted in some astounding speculations and a few perplexing concerns. Every year, around 150 million of them fly to central Mexico. The butterflies overwinter at these locations until the following spring when they migrate north. The timing of this annual migration is thought to be related to variations in the degree of daylight that starts at this time of year. Scientists have proposed numerous theories about their migration, yet the mystery remains. Murmurations. Individually, a European starling is no more than an ordinary blackbird. They're almost everywhere. Over 200 million are found in North America alone, humming their chirpy little melodies and becoming a nuisance. However, starlings morph into something else completely together in flight. They are a breathtaking sight when seen in large flocks, which can number in the hundreds of thousands. Scientists examining insects, fish, and other communal animal behavior proposed in the 1950s that cluster movement is more of a shockingly quick response to others in the group, rather than a natural mind-reading skill or a directive from the group leader. Beached fish or not? On New Year's Eve in Norway, people were drinking, eating and singing, and having a good time, and the fish from the sea didn't want to miss any of the festivities and beached themselves on a large stretch of beach in northern Norway. An estimated 20 tons of fish had just washed up on the beach. We say estimated because the fish simply vanished before officials could conduct a proper census and commence cleanup efforts. Nobody knows what happened to such a large quantity of visibly dead fish as they simply vanished. GLOBSTERS. Huge lumps of unexplained flesh, known as globsters, wash ashore on beaches all over the world. They frequently resemble animals that science has never seen before. They weigh in tons and have been seen on beaches multiple times in the last century. Every globster found has been proven to be the remains of a mammal, generally a whale. For example, a globster discovered in Chile in 2003 was proven to be the skin of a sperm whale. Because dead animals in the ocean just float, anything left over from predators and natural decomposition can become entangled in a powerful tide and wash ashore to disgust us all. Red crab migration. On Christmas Island, something remarkable happens once a year. Christmas Island is located in the Indian Ocean, and it is estimated to have 50 million red crabs. At the start of the rainy season, these animals embark on an astonishing journey, leaving their homes in water to lay their eggs at the coast. Male crabs make burrows in the sand to protect themselves from other crabs while attempting to breed with females. They then return to their original habitat. Female crabs lay their eggs in the ocean and begin their own return journey after 2 to 3 weeks. After hatching, the small crabs make their way across the island until they find adults. Sea of Stars. As if the Maldives wasn't already heaven on earth, come night time, Vadhu Island offers yet another intriguing surprise. As the sun sets, a dazzling scene takes over the waters of Vadhu Island. They radiate a sparkling blue spread that reflects the sky. This island is famous for its beautiful sea of stars, where the waters sparkle neon blue at night. A small microbe called dinoflagellates, a phytoplankton, combines with oxygen in the water and is stimulated to generate this blue glow when it senses movement. As a result, waterways containing tiny phytoplankton shine as though mirroring or capturing the stars. Waves of locusts. Before coronavirus, Africa saw the worst locust infestation in several regions in 70 years. The second wave of the ferocious insect, considerably larger than previously witnessed, is already on its way. Billions of immature desert locusts are flying in from their breeding places in Somalia in quest of new vegetation that has sprouted up as a result of seasonal rainfall. When they land in the fields, they completely devastate it. The United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization has described the locust outbreak, which has been exacerbated in part by climate change, as an unforeseen threat to food security and livelihoods. Monkey invasion. While populations are under lockdowns, wildlife is creeping on previously forbidden urban areas. While some, such as the wild goats of North Wales, appear to be enjoying their new territories, others, such as the monkeys, appear to be in danger. Images of animals roaming our abandoned streets may appear charming or amusing at first look, but they are also a stark illustration of the economic paralysis created by the coronavirus outbreak. This is witnessed in the Thai city of Lopburi, northeast of Bangkok, where locals have described enormous brawls of monkeys, estimated at around 1,000 in one case, rummaging amid trash and fighting for food. Terror beast. In 2003, residents in Malawi's Dawa district ran in terror of the terror beast, an unidentified monster that slaughtered 3 and injured 16. The beast tore apart the bodies of its victims. The people characterized it as a huge dog of some kind. Furthermore, a similar animal murdered 5 people and injured 20 the previous year. Authorities killed that one and discovered it to be a rabid hyena, however, survivors of the initial attack claimed the beast was too huge to be a hyena and that the animal killed was not the one who attacked them. Meanwhile, the terror beast was never discovered. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by one of our subscribers. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image that you come across, just send it to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. 2. The subscriber's pick. The image shows phenomena surrounding snakes that occur in Canada. Canada appears to be a safe destination to visit. It's not exactly the kind of spot where you'd expect to see snakes lurking beneath the surface. That is true, as long as you don't spend every spring in Narcissus, Manitoba. In the autumn, this location hosts the world's largest snake gathering, attracting tourists from all over the world for a few weeks at a specific spot along the highway. Thousands of red-sided garter snakes emerge from the limestone crevices, searching for mates. They assemble in rocky holes, intertwining together to produce gigantic tapestries of snakes up to 20 feet wide.